Honestly, I'm going to tell you exactly how they told me. No embellishments, no romanticism, and without adding anything that doesn't belong. This happened to a buddy from the neighborhood, one who was involved in fuel theft. His name was Victor. He was one of those guys who got into stealing gasoline, and like it sometimes happens in that life, he started making money. The guy bought himself a 2016 or 2017 Cheyenne, one of those you see and say,
"That dude made it."
Before that, he had a Mustang, also nice. People would see him and say he was on the rise, but you know how that world is.
The more you shine, the more shadows you attract.
Money also puts a target on your back. On September 14th, 2019, they beat him up. It wasn't a normal fight, it was a beating that was planned with anger. They left him in serious condition and moved him as best they could with help from family and others nearby. But things were already going badly. The next day, September 15th, they picked up the body. That same day, the wake was held. And on the 16th, when everyone was out celebrating, they buried him. Imagine that. As the country celebrated with fireworks, a family buried a father, friend, and son. The contrast is striking. It was an emotional whirlwind. Paperwork, tears, people fainting, children confused. And do you think it stopped there? No, the worst was just beginning. 3 or 4 days after the novena ended late at night, someone knocked on the door of Erika, the wife. When she opened it, some guys were there, not to offer condolences, but to collect. They said the boss wanted 100,000 pesos and the truck just like that, without shame.
Her husband left us with some debt.
That's what they said. The nerve to show up at a house where they had just buried the owner and talk about debts like it was nothing. That already tells you what kind of story this is. Erika told them how, from where, that her husband was gone, that she didn't know anything about the finances, that she had no idea where her husband left the money. But the henchmen, those thugs who think they're real men when they show up in groups and with guns, didn't back down. They went into the house and turned it upside down. They opened closets, tossed clothes and shoes, moved furniture, and even searched the yard with old junk. They appeared to be searching for gold, but found nothing. According to the friend who told this, they were looking for a fare that wasn't there. Because what they say is that the money was with the boss or someone from the gang, or that they had already moved it. It was money that wasn't going to show up, no matter how much they searched. When Erika didn't know what else to do, she checked among some tools in an old can that Victor had in the yard. She opened it and found something there. 30,000 pesos, only 30,000. She took it out and showed it to them with trembling hands. "This is all there is." The bastards laughed in her face.
30? No, ma'am. Your husband owed more than 100.
They began pressuring her heavily.
"Give us everything or we kill you." Imagine the scene. She just buried her husband and now they're threatening her over a debt she doesn't even know exists.
The woman had to stand her ground.
"If you want the truck, take it. Get it out of the lot, do whatever you want, and this 30 is all I could find."
The guys took down the Cheyenne. They took it without a care. And even then, they told her,
"This isn't over, we're coming back for the 100,000.
Even worse, they tried to take her house but couldn't, either lacking legal grounds or wanting to avoid more trouble. But the intention was there. To top it off, her friend shared something that disgusts you with such human misery. While they were holding the wake while the family was crying, someone broke into his house and looted it. Yes, that very night, like rats. They looked for clothes, shoes, documents, everything. They turned the house upside down, and even then they didn't find the cash. That shows how far greed can go. They don't let a cat rest, and they don't let a family mourn in peace. The word going around the neighborhood is that Victor had saved up about 150,000 pesos, and that his truck was worth around 400,000. But the reality is that when those guys showed up, the only thing there was those 30,000 pesos hidden in a can. Erika was left alone with her kids, no husband, no truck, neighbors whispering, and a looming threat. Some neighbors say they messed with him out of envy, and honestly, it all fits. If someone starts to rise, starts to stand out, the same people who eat with you are the ones who start giving me dirty looks.
If he keeps this up, he'll surpass us.
That's what they said. They stopped him before he got any further. The friend and others also mentioned something else. The real boss, the one at the top, probably didn't even know what was going on. That happens a lot. The ones at the bottom, the lackeys, the minions, they use the boss's name to bring people down, steal, intimidate, and take what they can. Sometimes they're even more dangerous than those at the top. Envious, quick to betray, and disloyal. It's really sad. When they put all the pressure on her, Erika told them,
Let's see then, take me to your boss. I'll talk to him.
not just anyone does that. She was tired of the harassment, tired of the threats. But the guys didn't want to take her because they knew the boss didn't even know about it. If they took her, they'd be the ones in trouble. In the end, what this story left behind is this. In that world, they tell you that you're going to have power, cars, respect, money, women, that you'll rise quickly, that you'll be big. It's all lies, just stories to hook you in. Because while you're working, others are watching how much you make, what you have, how much you rise. If they see you as a threat, they'll take you down. The ones who bring you down aren't always enemies. Sometimes it's those who dine with you. Victor ended up in a coffin. His children lost their father, and his wife was left with nothing. Some guys took the truck. They almost tore down the house. And the threat was left hanging in the air. You hear this everywhere. They killed him out of envy. That's the harsh reality of the streets. Envy takes more lives than bullets, and sometimes what little you build is worth less than a gun.